So I have a rabbit hole theory specifically for 90s country music fans. Now, I've got all this written out in an email draft, so I'm just going to read everything from there. Alright, so in the song Queen of My Double Wide Trailer by Sammy Kershaw, he met a girl down at Murphy's restaurant, they hit it off, he ordered her a slow gin fizz, country fried steaks, and she said, "I like living like this." Now, only a few nights later, Sammy runs into her with some stranger on the park bench. And this unnamed woman said he rebuilds engines and his name is Earl. He's a Charlie Daniels of the torque wrench. Sammy ends up taking her back home, and while he's walking her to his truck, Earl was crying, "Don't you leave me." Now, this unnamed woman in Kershaw's song is a wild, unapologetic woman who turns his world upside down. She's fiery, unpredictable, and keeps him on his toes. But here's where the rabbit hole opens. What if this unnamed woman is actually Wanda? Like the same Wanda from the Chick song, Goodbye Earl. Go with me on this theory. At first, Wanda leaves Earl, maybe even for Sammy, because Earl was abusive and controlling. In Kershaw's song, we hear about her running around, stirring chaos, and ultimately going back to her old man. Now, a lot of people usually just chalk that up to a cheating boyfriend or just some guy from down the road in a small town. But what if that man on the park bench, Earl, is actually Earl from the Chick song? It never specifies that Earl was a stranger to the unnamed woman, but it definitely seems like Kershaw had no idea who he was. So imagine this. Wanda tries to escape Earl by running off and living the honky-tonk life. Sammy falls for her, thinking he can rescue her, but Wanda is already too tangled in the cycle of abuse. The pull back to Earl is less about romance and more about the toxic grip he had on her. She goes back against her better judgment and things spiral. Years later, when the Chicks pick up the story in Goodbye Earl, Wanda finally reaches her breaking point, and after the second chance with Earl turns violent again, she realizes he will never change. With Mary Ann's help, she hatches a plan that ends with those infamous black-eyed peas and Earl's permanent disappearance. Now, Sammy Kershaw's version is the prequel, showing Wanda's first